welcome back to the class. So today we'll continue with the previous topic that we had done, that is clauses. Today we'll continue with the same topic and we'll discuss about kinds of dependent clause. Before starting the class, let's recapitulate whatever the content we had done previously. So in the previous class we had discussed about types of sentences and clauses. So clauses are nothing, these are the group of words which have subject and verb in them and they try to complete a sentence. Okay. Now there are two kinds of clauses, dependent clause and independent clause. Independent clause in simple words is also known as a simple sentence because it is a complete sentence which have subject and verb and it does not require anything to complete it. It is already complete in itself. I repeat, independent clause is the clause or the group of words which do not require any additional information in them to complete them. They are complete in themselves. Whereas when we talk about dependent clauses are the group of words which are incomplete in meaning. Okay. Dependent clauses are the clauses or the group of words which require additional information in them to complete the sentence. For example, if I work hard, okay, so now the sentence is incomplete. Then what? Definitely the reader will ask, then what? So if I have to complete this sentence, what I have to do? I have to add one independent clause in it to make it complete. If I work hard, I will win. So now the sentence is complete. So today we'll discuss about kinds of dependent clauses. So there are three kinds of dependent clauses. The very first one, noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. Before starting noun clause, let's understand what is noun. So noun is a name of a person, place, animal or thing that we have studied since our childhood. Okay. So I repeat, noun is a name of a person, place, animal or thing. So the task of a noun clause is to act as a noun in a sentence. I repeat, the job or the task of a noun clause is just to act as a noun in a sentence. It is a dependent clause that acts as a noun. Now there are certain words from which the noun clause starts, like what, whatever, who, whoever, when, whenever, whom, whomever. These are the list of words from which the noun clause starts. Let's take small example to understand it. I love to study whatever I want. Okay, so now if you read the sentence, I love to study what? So the sentence is incomplete. Definitely something is missing in a sentence and that missing part is called noun because you do not know what you love to study. I love to study whatever I want. So whatever I want is acting as a noun in a sentence to complete it. Okay, I love to study what? Whatever I want. So it is fulfilling the job or the task of a noun. That's why it is termed as a noun clause. Let's take another example. She loves to visit wherever she wants. So again, if you read a sentence, she loves to visit where? The sentence is incomplete because you do not know the noun in a sentence. She loves to visit what? So just to complete it, what I have done, she loves to visit wherever she wants. So wherever she wants is a noun clause because it is acting as a noun in a sentence. Let's move further. Let's talk about the second one, adjective clause. So before the explanation of adjective clause, we need to understand what is an adjective. Adjective is something or it is used to describe the quality of a noun or it modifies or adds some additional information about the noun. I repeat, adjective are the group of words which add additional information about the noun or they modify the noun. So there are certain words through which adjective clause starts, like who, which, where, when, whom, etc. These are the words from which we start the adjective clause. Let's take small example to understand it. Pankaj wants to play where my brother plays. Okay, Pankaj wants to play where my brother plays. So here it is describing about the noun, that where Pankaj loves to play. Okay, so they are telling about the they are giving the additional information about the noun, about the place where Pankaj loves to play. That place is where my brother plays. Let's take another example. He is my friend whose father is a doctor. Okay, he is my friend. So which friend? He is my friend whose father is a doctor. So here I am giving the additional information about my friend. So I am telling which friend? The friend whose father is a doctor. So what I am doing? I am putting the additional information about the noun. That's why it is an example for adjective clause. Let's move to the third one, adverb clause. Next one comes adverb clause. It is also known as adverbial clause. Now, what is the job of adverbial clause or the adverb clause? So, as we know, adverbs are the group of words or the words which describe how the action is done in a sentence. I repeat, adverb are the words which describe the verb in a sentence or which describe how the action is done in a sentence. And in other words, they are also known as adverb clause is also known as adverbial clause. So there are the certain words through which the adverbial clause starts like before, until, if, although. So these are the examples how the adverbial clause starts. Let's take small examples. Before taking examples, let's divide or let's differentiate the kinds of adverbial clauses. The first one is adverb clause of time. The second one is adverb clause of condition. So here in adverb clause of time, it tells at what time the action is done. I repeat, adverb clause of time, it defines the time or it tells the time at what time the action has been done in a sentence. Let's take example. I read a book before I go to bed. Okay? I read a book before I go to bed. So if you read a sentence, here I am telling about my activity, that reading a book. When I read a book? Before I go to bed. So here what I am doing, I am describing or I am mentioning the time at which I read the book. I read a book before I go to bed. So it is an example for adverb clause of time. Next one comes adverb clause of condition. So now adverb clause of condition, it defines or it describes the condition in which the action has been done. I repeat, adverb clause of condition, it describes the condition or it describes the terms and condition under which the action has been done. Let's take small example to understand it. If you don't work hard, you will fail. So here I am putting the condition, I am putting the term and condition, and what is the condition? If you don't work hard, if you do not work hard, if you do not give your efforts, then what will happen? You will fail. So here I am putting the condition there to complete a sentence, and the condition is if you don't work hard, you will fail. What will happen then if you don't work hard? You will fail. Let's take another example. I study whether I like it or not. So I study whether. So I am giving a condition there. I am telling about the condition that I study whether I like it or not. That's a part of a game. That's another thing. But I have to study. I study whether I like it or not. So these are different kinds of clauses on the basis of whether they are dependent or independent. Independent clause are the clauses which do not require anything to get completed, whereas dependent clauses are those clauses which require additional information to be added in them to make them complete. So today we had discussed about kinds of dependent clause, which are noun, noun clause, adjective, adjective clause, and for adverb we have done adverbial clause. So that's it for today. In the next class we'll come up with the new topic.